For more on this, let us go to Bristol, UK, and talk to Tony Gosling, historian and investigative journalist. Very good to have you on the programme, Tony. What do you think about the significance of this statement?
Well, it hasn't taken Donald Trump very long, has it, to reverse all the promises that he made over the year or so of campaigning to be president about bringing peace to the Middle East, sorting out the conflict, and also stopping World War III. Because if he's not careful, he could be involved very much in starting World War III. The International Criminal Court that he's putting sanctions on, this is a bit like the Israelis killing the journalists. He is shooting the messenger, isn't he? The idea is that the court is issuing arrest warrants for war criminals that are his friends, and so he's abusing his power in order to try and protect his friends. It's a bit like Al Capone in Chicago, the famous Chicago gangster, threatening the judges of Chicago, saying, "How dare you? I'll blow your brains out if you dare to prosecute some of my gangster friends." Or the same with Meyer Lansky in Las Vegas, threatening the police chiefs there or the judges there. So basically, this shows complete contempt for the criminal justice system on planet Earth. I mean, it's a bit of a fragile system anyway. It moves very slowly, but the world can see what's going on, and they can see that Donald Trump is tearing up his promises, and he's tearing up the rule of law.
And Tony, what can the international community do to overturn this?
Well, look, the international community doesn't really have to do anything to overturn it. I think what Trump is doing is he's trying to intimidate people. So, for example, he's saying that anyone that cooperates with the International Criminal Court, he will sanction them. Well, I've got news for him. I'm going to cooperate with the International Criminal Court, and I'm not the only one. There are millions of people around the world that believe that the International Criminal Court has got more credibility for our future and our children's future than Donald Trump has. And so there will be billions around the world, actually, who are going to be cooperating. So he can't prosecute everyone. He can't sanction everyone. Really, I think he's descending into fantasy if he thinks that he can shut down the international rule of law in this way. He can't, actually. And what's going to happen is the people around the world, including European countries, Scandinavian countries, Asian countries, African countries, Central American countries, South American countries, that any of these war criminals want to fly to, they will have to think twice, and almost certainly they'll be arrested when they touch the ground. And that's the way things should be.
Thank you, Tony. That was Tony Gosling, historian and investigative journalist, joining us from Bristol, UK, to talk about the rapporteurs' decision and statement against Donald Trump's statements.